painless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Willis going to throw it right away. And incomplete to open things up. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's second down. You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Willis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Play action. Willis. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. That's out to the flat for Akers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Willis now off play action. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Right back to the air again with Willis. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Willis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
With touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Willis headed left off the option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at about the 32. This is Samuel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. That's Samuel, caught left side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Lance going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Willis. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Play fake. Here's Willis. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Willis headed left off the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Keep it moving offense. Keep it moving.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That'll be caught. It's caught. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. To the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. kick it away after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And it's incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused a well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
On third down, here's Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Down to the 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Motioning to the left is Robinson. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Willis throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Willis will look to throw it. Pitch and catch to Moreau to tight end. He's got room to roam, but he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. They still can, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final
Sports
halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's on his way. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go play action with Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. A beautiful fake. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Lance now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. In motion right, Debo. Throwing his Lance on third down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Lance and company going on fourth down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now receiver in motion left. Purdy from the gun. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Willis to throw on 2nd. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Inside the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Willis on the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think he's sick.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Willis now off of play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Willis. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Willis now off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell, 39 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Willis will try and throw for this. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He's got a man complete. There he goes, right side. Deebo Samuel, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Bring the click up, up and up.
demon time. I live in my prime. I'm original.